Before we dive into today's episode, I just want to take a moment and thank Ana Luisa for always supporting us and for sponsoring today's video. I'll get more into why I love them later, but for now, let's get into our 6th and final episode of our wonder-filled Hawaii series. We have a link to the entire playlist for you right up here. We began this adventure weeks ago by taking you all around the lush island of Maui, living in Rocky, our little 1986 pop top, enjoying all of the sunsets, the wildlife, and the waterfalls. We then hopped on a flight to Oahu, where we enjoyed hotel life for a bit, catching waves on the North Shore, hiking over rainbows, and meeting some of the most mysterious of creatures in the deep blue sea. And as you saw in last week's episode, our journey brought us to yet another island, the Big Island, where we ended our time in Hawaii living in the dreamiest place you could ever imagine. Which brings us to today's episode.
Good morning from the Big Island Treehouse. Take you on a walk up this beautiful pathway. And there it is. There's the treehouse. Wow. Good morning, my jungle woman. Look at that, the swinging bed. In this jungle, it is so peaceful. And these light beams, it couldn't be nicer this morning. We didn't think we'd see the sun today. There you are, I'm coming up through the hatch.
I really don't want to leave. I'm glad we have 2 nights here though.
Yeah.
We arrived last night in the dark and it was
Magical.
Look at the special twinkle light.
We've just arrived to the treehouse. We parked our Jeep. Let's go check it out.
What a magical little pathway. Oh my goodness. There were twinkle lights lighting the path when we arrived, and we were both like, oh, twinkle lights.
We're suckers for ambience and lighting.
And we were so glad
Sets the mood.
that we had kind of a makeshift dinner so that we didn't have to leave, because once we got here, we were like,
this is the spot.
Yeah. So we set up this little table inside and had a little mix of poo-poos, as they call appetizers here.
Poo-poos?
Yeah, it's P-U-P-U.
I feel like I'm in grade school again. I was enjoying this book that tells how Christy built this treehouse. And she actually bought this land sight unseen. And it wasn't until a year later that she came out and actually started working on it. Her parents gave her a hand right at first, and then it was all up to her. It took her 2.5 months to build this beautiful structure. And she poured everything into it that she had.
Wow.
I liked her quote too. It said, everything is figure-outable.
Talk about an inspiration for our next chapter of life.
Yeah, I'm so inspired.
Cheers to you, Christy. Cheers to being in Hawaii. And cheers to this next chapter of life.
Thanks for bringing me breakfast, babe.
You're welcome.
Babe, did I just drink some morning movement?
You better go take care of business.
This is one of my favorite features. The upcycle from the water that's used for the toilet, so that you're washing your hands. It's refilling the tank above the toilet that will be used for the next flush. Brilliant.
In about 2 minutes, we'll have hot water.
All of the water that drains from the shower and from the sink here in the treehouse goes to water the plants below. Through this tubing, so thrifty.
Look at this pretty little thing, sparkling in the sunlight. It's actually made out of 100% recycled gold, which is why I'm super happy to tell you guys that Ana Luisa, which is the sweetest little startup, is the kind sponsor of today's episode. And not only did they make this pretty little gem that sits like in the right spot on my chest, but they also made these other little pieces. Another little stunner. And this ring, this is the Olivia ring, and I actually got a matching ring for me and my cousin Olivia, and I wanted one for my thumb.
What a perfect name.
Isn't that fun? So on top of free shipping, free exchanges, and a 1-year warranty on every single one of their pieces, they want to offer you guys, our beloved community, 10% off using the code ADVENTURE. So make sure you have all of the beautiful little recycled gold goodies that you need to make 2020 a year to remember. Ooh! Look at him! Hurry! Get the green
gecko.
lizard!
See the green gecko?
Whoa, he's so green.
He's our neighbor.
Cool. Hey, little dude.
Hey, dude.
Hi.
Think we can pet him?
I don't think they like that.
Here, he's in the sunlight. Oh, yeah. Go. Go, buddy, go.
Have we said yet that this is one of the most booked Airbnbs in the world?
Most popular.
Especially for honeymooners, and I can see why. This place is just overflowing with love and romance.
Very romantic place.
It is. We even have some solar-powered tiki torches all the way around. And I love how she covered the roof in bamboo. Simple, pretty, natural. It's like we jumped into the real-life version of Fern Gully or Avatar. We've been seeing butterflies, listening to the birds. And here we have the master beautiful treehouse suite. There's books in here to read. What I love most is this coloring book. Different couples have colored in most of the pages.
Do you have one you're eyeing for us?
If we find an empty one, we could also finish somebody's. Yeah, this one on the left is pretty beautiful.
It is pretty.
But yes, this bed is super cozy. She even added little mirrors to the bottom of these lights. She's so handy and so creative, and you can see her little personal touches everywhere. Over here, you have a handy fly swatter, which we have not needed at all.
Yeah, the bugs have really surprised us in Hawaii. They have not been bad at all.
No, I'm convinced these are just for decoration because we've had 0 bugs to deal with.
Since we've been in the camper van, the Pop Top in Maui, in Oahu on the North Shore, or here on the Big Island. No bugs.
And I think everything's powered by solar, right?
Yes.
Yep.
There's a couple solar panels up on the roof that you may have seen in the drone footage, as well as underneath here. It's totally off-grid with these large AGM batteries, a solar controller, as well as a inverter.
And she includes 2 of these rad full-face snorkel masks. I've never tried one of these.
Yeah, me either.
Whoa.
You look like you're going to the moon.
Should we do the rest of the tour in this?
Yeah. So much to look at. Not sure what to say.
I'm like, do I start with the ropes? Do I go to the this? Or do I point out the fact that Christy's so thrifty that she actually painted plant potting things gold and made that the framework for her portholes, which we could have done in our van.
That would have been an excellent solution at the time, but we ended up using indoor-outdoor carpet, which worked out great in the van.
Yeah, for our purposes, that was excellent. For her purposes, this is gorgeous.
Let's get a closer look.
I also love the gold netting that's in there.
Yeah.
And the fact that there is a cooler hidden underneath this countertop is brilliant.
Got all of our supplies and eats down in here.
All of our yummies. Here you go.
Yeah.
And in here, I think Drew basically pointed out how everything works, but this shower is stunning. It feels like you're outside, inside.
And the slats allow you to just have open air come in, or you can close them off.
So I have a hard time thinking that I could ever live in something that doesn't move, but if I lived in something like this, pretty sure I could handle that.
It's a nice size.
Maybe we'll build a treehouse in Panama too.
Who knows?
We're taking notes.
Taking notes.
I love this system of going downstairs.
I feel like we're on a ship and we have to go below deck.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Amazing. You could try sleeping down here.
You could totally sleep down here. Well guys, that completes the tour.
Yeah, I don't know what else there is to show of this beautiful place.
Yeah, it's so dreamy. It's just like mesmerizing and tranquil.
It's very easy to be happy and be in love in this treehouse.
Yeah. I think I just like want to sketch or color in that coloring book and just, I don't know, hang out with you.
Finally write in my journal too.
Yeah, it feels like we're right in the right place we need to be today.
And that's just what we did. Can you blame us? Again, we want to say a very special thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this episode. Don't forget to check out the link below for 10% off your purchase of consciously sourced recycled gold jewelry. And that's a wrap on our Hawaii series. If you loved exploring this magical place with us, don't forget to gently tap that like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss next week's episode where we take this adventure to Panama, where we are right now, building life and community with none other than Jordan and Kaylee of the Nomadic Movement. Mahalo for being such a positive and encouraging part of our lives. And Hawaii, we'll miss you until next time, but we'll be bringing the spirit of aloha with us to Panama.